Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Sheldon, and this is another episode of Behind the Enthusiast. Today, we are in the garage because we are going to be checking out fuel stabilizers. Now, the one I have for you guys today is Star Tron. It helps with eliminating carbon deposits, removes gum and varnish, and it also cleans carburetors, injectors, and valves. Says it all right there for you guys. Now, here's the thing. There are a few, stabilizers on the market that all basically claim to do one thing or another, or multiple things, much as this one does. However, this is one that is sold in my work, and I have heard so many good things about it that I am actually switching over to this. I don't remember what I was using previous years, but this is what I'm going to be using this time. And so I'm going to go through the process of how to use this one in particular. So let's get into it. So whether you guys are riding a Yamaha, Honda, Suzuki, Harley-Davidson, KTM, Moto Guzzi, does not matter what the bike is, this product is going to work for any one of those machines as long as you read the directions on the back. Now, based on what it says, your first dose is actually going to be a lot higher than anything after that. And it actually says that you can use this product every time that you actually put gas in the tanks. Every time you fill up, you put a little bit in just to kind of help things along. But today, all I'm going to be doing is putting about 30 milliliters into my Yamaha and my Suzuki. Based on how much fuel capacity is in both of them, the Yamaha, I believe, is about 13 liters, and the Suzuki, my DRZ, is about 10, and that's including the reserve. So with the Yamaha, obviously it's a larger size tank, but 13 liters, I'm going to probably put about 35 milliliters of this product in it, and with the DRZ, I'm probably going to only put about 25 just because of the size difference. But I'm going to show you guys the measuring tool that I actually came up with my dad. My dad actually helped me with it. And basically, I'm just going to fill it up to each line, which indicates 10 milliliters, and then I'm going to be dumping it into the tank, and then, as long as your battery is fully charged, and there's no issues whatsoever, don't have your battery tender plugged into your bike when you're doing this, disconnect everything, make sure the battery's charged, put this stuff in, full tank only, so don't use it on a half a tank, fill up your tanks completely full, put this in, start the bike, run it for a couple of minutes, and let it actually cycle through so it gets through, your carburetor or your fuel injectors, that sort of thing, gets through all of your fuel lines. That is how you should be doing this. Well, guys, what did you think? Fuel stabilizer. Did I make it easy enough for you guys to follow along? If I didn't, leave some comments down below, or ask any questions that you guys might have for this process, or if you guys want to know of anything to be mindful of when you guys are doing this sort of thing to your motorcycles. The reason I have the Star Tron is because I have my Yamaha and my Suzuki here in the garage. I don't own a Harley, so it didn't make any sense for me to show you guys the Harley fuel stabilizer. However, if you guys go into a Harley dealership, it should be on the shelf. Very easy to just grab that and go. It's not a lot of money either. It's a good option. And if you guys want some sort of aftermarket alternative, there is also XP. So literally the letter X and the letter P. So if you guys want to do a little bit of research and find out what people are saying about those things, just type them into Google. I know that from my personal experience at the dealership, a lot of people have actually requested the Harley fuel stabilizer, because that's what typically when a customer comes into the dealership, they want something that is branded for Harleys. The second item that people ask me for is XP, which generally people ask me about that one when they have a fuel-injected bike, so generally not something that is older or that is carbureted. And Star Tron, basically anybody and everybody asks me for that, but also guys who have non-Harleys, believe it or not. So I will have customers who just happen to live in the area, we're the only motorcycle dealership around, and instead of them, driving half an hour to an hour, for a simple bottle of fuel stabilizer, they just pop in at Harley and they grab the Star Tron, which is what I'm using. So if you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button so I know that it's working. And again, if you guys have any comments or questions, this was my first time kind of going over this sort of topic, leave those comments and questions down below so that I can clarify anything, or perhaps make my video in the future. If I'm covering a different fuel stabilizer, I can always make the video a little bit better. And as usual, be sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on future content on the channel. And that's it for me, guys. It's still winter. The struggle is still real. We are all anxious to get riding again. But rest assured, we'll be riding soon enough. So that's it for me, and I will catch you guys in the next one.